Howdy y'all. Thank you for joining us today for this playthrough we're going to do of Atlantis Rising. I've actually never played this game before, so this may go a little clunkily and I'll probably lose because it's the first time I played and going to play it solo. I do have a nice playmat here. I'm impressed by that, and I was already impressed by, I didn't realize, otherwise I would have done it as an unboxing, but I did not realize that I had basically bought this game before I had started the channel, and I wasn't aware that nothing in it was really opened up. The plastic was just ripped off. And I didn't realize until I was setting up that everything was in here, because I wasn't even aware that some of these components are nice. I don't know what the deluxe components add in, but these are all nice little components. Alright, so the biggest difference is if you're playing this solo, you start out with all your workers, and you get 3 extra followers of a different color that you can obtain, to where you can have 7 followers altogether plus your 1. Not including your other little followers you can get, apparently. The other things you get is you get access to the hologram, which is this nice, weird-looking one here. And what he does is, I will get to look at the top 2 of these, which you can already see one of them already. These are the player boards, basically. And I get to look at the top 2 and choose one. And for that turn, this hologram is that person, basically. So I get to use other player powers. And then this piece is the automaton. It's basically a robot that's going to work with my guys. It really cannot go on a place on its own, and it does not count as a follower. But what it does is any people it's placed with get a +2 on up to 3 workers, the way it describes it. So basically, the other workers placed with it will get +2 to their dice to try to get resources and stuff, but he himself cannot get resources. The other part you can't really see on here is it's got a nice spot here where you can see the artifacts we have to build, along with the power core, and then I ended up with the astrologer as my character I'm going to play, which has the ability of I can place my main character, which is me, and up to 2 of my followers after we see the misfortunes, which is something that happened. Normally you would place your Atlanteans out, then you would do a misfortunes, from what I understand. And if certain areas flood with your guys on them, then they don't get to do anything. So it makes it to where I get to place some of my guys after the misfortunes, so I can make sure that they do get some things done. Alright, point of the game is to try to get those artifacts I pointed out down here built, along with the power core, to open up a gateway to get the citizens out of Atlantis before it sinks. And we have to get them built on this board. It is a worker placement game, hence the reason we have workers. And we're going to be placing them on these things to get resources. Like this one gets gold. This one gets ore. This one lets you turn ore into... It looks like metal, but I'm sure it's called something else. So this is Atlantean metal. You can turn meteoric iron into Atlantean metal here. This is gold. This is crystals. We have mystic energy here. So this lets you get crystals, gold, meteoric ore. Turn the ore into the Atlantean steel. This lets us draw cards from the library, which can be some artifacts, which I've already mixed in there. For the first game, it recommends to mix in 4 of them. And this one lets us get more workers from over here. It's a little hard to see, but on each of these tiles, they have places which we'll place on here. And that'll allow us to be able to do the actions that we do here. On this one, the tile is different. This one, basically 2 people have to go on at the same time. But the rest all seem just one-use things. And then some of these artifacts we build could give us other actions over here that we can do. We can also place over here on this spot, and this allows us to basically get more of this mystic energy. We start out with 2 of the mystic energy at the beginning of the game. In the solo game at the beginning, we gain 1 just at the beginning of the turn. So as you can see, we are just going ahead and jumping right into this and seeing how it goes. So I get to look at the top 2 boards here and choose 1. We got the Aquanaut here, or the Priestess. So if I choose the Priestess for the hologram, wherever I place the hologram, I may reroll a single failed roll. Seems pretty cool. And the Aquanaut is, I may place my leader on wherever I place the hologram. Basically, they can use flooded places. Since we don't have any flooded places, don't think I really need the Aquanaut, so I will choose the Priestess. So the Aquanaut goes into the discard pile. And for now, the Priestess is used by me. And I actually spoke wrong. I don't have to turn actually the right way. This board is actually for building the components, which would make more sense. So I decided to look at that to make sure. So placing my guys here allowed me to build these things as long as I have the right components or the right resources that I need in order to build that said artifact. This is where I would place my guys if I want to get more of the mystic energy, which lets me up dice rolls and whatnot, and do some special powers. Alright, so since I can hold off on placing these guys till after I see the misfortunes, I am going to hold them for now. So really all I have to place is these 2 guys and my hologram. Alright, I'm going to place 1 on here. Place the automaton along with this one on here so he gets a +2. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and place this and the hologram over here. Try to get an extra worker for the next turn. I was hoping to try to build something right off the bat. But I guess without having really played the game a whole lot, I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do. Since I haven't played it at all, I shouldn't say a whole lot. And these I can wait and place after I see the misfortunes. So now that I've placed everyone other than these guys, we do the misfortunes. Normally it's 1 misfortune off the top of the deck per player, and they go around in order. In the solo play, it says just play 4 misfortunes. So the first misfortune we're going to play is a calm seas, which means nothing happens. So misfortune number, and I'm actually going to turn the other 3 sideways so that I know I've done all the ones I'm supposed to do. So the next misfortune is the forest floods. This is the forest, so this flips. And then we have hopelessness. Each counselor discards 1 library card. I have no library cards, so make sure I wasn't supposed to start with any, but I don't think so. Yep. And then another calm seas. So that's all that happened, is just that flooded, and since I didn't have a library card, do not lose a library card. So now I can place these guys. So I'm going to place 1 over here. Get me some library cards now. And let's go ahead and take advantage of some of these cheap resources. Alright, so it says we can do these actions in any order, so now we just do them. I'm going to go ahead just in case the library cards have something. I've never looked at them, so I'm not sure. So, according to this tile, it basically lets me know I can draw 2 and then keep 2. So I'm just going to keep 2 cards. And there is a hand limit of 4. So, alright, so I draw 2 cards. Drew an ancient atlas and a doctrine of persistence. Doctrine of pestilence. Huh? Doctrine of persistence. And basically I would have had to turn him on his side to do that, to denote I'd already done it. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this one next. Basically, I would roll a dice, and if I roll a 5 or higher, I would get a crystal, but because the automaton followed him, it means I just need a 3 or higher. I failed, but I can give up a mystic energy to make that a +1, and it can be done instantly, so that makes that a 3, so that I do get a crystal. And then we're going to try to do this one. Need a 3 or higher to get a gold. Got it, so I get a gold. This one, I just need a 2 or higher to get a meteor. I'm just going to say ore. Got it. And now this one, I basically roll a dice for each of them, and I have to get an 8 or higher, and I get to add whatever was over here. Right now it's 0, so it just means basically I roll dice for each of them, and I need to get an 8 or higher. Since this is the priestess hologram, it means each of them can re-roll. So this will be for the regular follower. And of course it's going to re-roll because it rolled a 1. So now I have to hope to get a 5 or higher for the priestess. And I got a 5, so I will keep it, of course, not take a chance of re-rolling it. So that means it gives me another follower. Okay, so now that I've done all the things with my workers, they all return to my pool. And then now we go to the last phase, which is wherever we're at on this, which right now is 0, we have to flood that number. Since it's 0, we don't have to flood any, but now this moves up, and the next turn we're going to have to flood another 1. And basically we lose when all these are flooded and flipped over, and this, because basically, say this whole row, this whole line floods. If this one would flood again, instead of just flooding the center, I would have to flood 2 of another one. And so basically what's going to end up happening is all these will flood enough to where this center eventually floods. Alright, so we go on to the next round. I discard the priestess because we used her already. We pick up our mystic energy for playing solo. We look at the next 2. And we have the scholar and the champion to choose who the hologram is. So I had to look it up because it's an interesting choice. Basically, if I choose the scholar, if you're playing solo, normally it would be at setup, but if you choose the scholar, then you would just draw a random artifact and you would get that thing. Since I don't know what the artifacts could do, I don't want to take a chance. I don't know if you're supposed to draw an end node before you make the choice. I'm assuming no. You would have to choose the scholar before you could get that power. So I'm not going to choose this because I think the champion just fits better for what I want to make sure I take care of this turn. So I'm going to choose the champion, which basically allows me to basically place the hologram, which I'm wanting to do here. I want to make sure I can get those 3 just in case it floods. So if I place the hologram there and it floods, I basically get to automatically do it immediately. And I am hoping to build one of the pieces I need for the portal. So right off the bat, I'm going to once again put my 3 aside because of my being an astrologer. These are the ones I can place after seeing the misfortunes. Because I want to make sure I use that action, and yeah, I can wait and place them, but I want to make sure it can happen automatically. So we're putting the hologram over there. That way, that floods, I get to do it no matter what. Think once again, I want to try to make sure to get another worker, because more workers means getting more resources and getting to do more stuff. And 8 don't seem so bad. I mean, I would like to try for the 7, but if that floods, then it's just a wasted action. I know, I'm playing it cautiously. I need one more gold to be able to build the one I want to build. So I'm going to place the Atama with that one where all it needs 2 or higher. I'm hoping to build this entropy drive. So, and that should give me the ore or the Atlantean metal I need. I have the gold. I have the crystal. Hopefully get another gold. Depending on the misfortunes, I might even place more people on the gold just to guarantee getting that gold. Alright, so these guys just wait till after that. So we move on to the misfortunes. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4 misfortunes. So we got the forge. See, it's a good thing. Because that forge floods, I get to do it immediately, which means I can turn the ore into, because of the champion and its power, I can do the action immediately before returning them to the pool, which also I think is technically when this goes to the discard pile over here. So I get to do it immediately, so I'm going to turn this into 3 Atlantean steel. And I'm hoping not to use up all my mystical energy, because there are ways I can uncover things and I can put out barriers or draw cards with them. So the Forge Flooded was number 1. Number 2 is the mountains. And that is the ore. Alright. The forests. Again. These crystals are going bye-bye. Which sucks because we need a lot of crystals in this game. And then another mountains. So the misfortunes are done. Now's when I can place these 3. But one that I just didn't think about that I need to is I need to place at least one person here so that I can build something. Let's go ahead and place another worker here to get some extra gold. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 more cards. Alright, just because I'm not sure what the cards can do, I do want to look at that immediately. And let's go ahead and get 2 more cards, which I drew 2 of the artifacts. Which the way these are described is basically I can put these out from what I understand. And they count towards my hand size, which is still 4, but it means I get whatever they say as I do them. And basically, all these cards, even the other 2 I drew, can be played at any time as long as it's not interrupted in action. I can't play it as the action's happening, but you have to finish out the action. I don't see any reason why not. I'm going to go ahead and play these and put them into play. I mean, this one lets it to where it ain't going to affect me this turn, but like basically, if the flood would happen, instead of my guys just going back to the pool and not doing anything, I can move them here and use them to get mystic energy. But it's only once I could do that. And then we got the Spirit Charm. Once per round, I may add 1 to the result of a die rolled by any player. Let's go ahead and get this gold. So, since it's got the automaton, it means I just need a 2 or higher to get this gold. Roll a 6, means I do get a gold. And then I'll activate this one, which I need a 3 or higher. 5, so I get another gold. And then we'll go ahead and see if we can get another follower over here. Let's go roll these both together. 10 plus 1 is 11, so definitely an 8 or higher. Gives me another follower for the next turn. And then let's go ahead and build something. One of the pieces of the device. I'm going to still go ahead and build the thing I wanted to build. It takes 1 crystal, 2 gold, and 1 steel. But if I place a worker here, well, it'll flip to the other side. If I place a worker here, then I get to roll the dice when I activate them and just gain a random resource. Seems pretty cool if I roll high enough. If I roll low enough, it won't be as cool. But yeah, so we're going to build that. So 1 crystal, 2 gold, 1 steel. We built the entropy drive. Alright, that's all my workers, so let's pick them all up. Alright, so we have to flood one spot. I'm going to go ahead and flood this spot. Since eventually I'm going to get that last worker, so I don't really care what's going to happen here. And then we move this. And then we move on to the next round. Get my Mystic Energy for solo play. Get to look at the next two, which is the Explorer and the Emissary. I'm going to choose the Explorer. Let's put my three guys to the side again and choose where these workers are going to go. Think I want to get a lot of crystals and take advantage of this Explorer. Doesn't really matter if I put them all the way down here, all the way up here. The number is the same. So I'm placing two of my workers and the automaton. And I think we'll go ahead and try to get that last worker. I think we'll take the random resource. Just remembered, there is a card that could come up over here that forces everything to move. And then they would have to move into there, and then I don't get any of my crystals. Really wish I knew how many were in the deck. The deck's pretty thick, but I just haven't played the game to know that. I think I'm not going to take a chance. Man, do I put it here? But then if it double floods, we'll go right in the middle. We'll go in the middle. No, yeah, we'll leave it that way. We'll leave it that way. All right, let's go to the misfortunes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4. All right. What we got here? Controlled flood. Flood 2 tiles in any section or sections. So since we're controlling it, if we had mystic barriers up, it wouldn't matter. I'll do this one. So I don't really care about getting cards. You know what? I'll just double up and do both of these. I know I could choose somewhere else, but I don't want to take a chance that one of these could be this and then end up flooding out and not getting my last worker. All right. Oh. That's the card I was thinking of. But yeah. So all my guys move inland 1. Makes it harder to get my follower there. And then all these move here. Oh man, if I hit another one of those, that's going to suck. I mean, I'm just assuming they would move in there if they did. Well, let's see if I even need to find that out. The libraries. Oh, maybe I chose poorly here. And then the hills, which I believe is gold. Yeah, because we've seen the others. Choose there. And choose there. Actually, I think I'll just go double gold. What order do we want to activate these in? I guess let's do the one here. So the automaton makes it to where it's a 4 or higher I need. The hologram reduces it by another, making it a 3 or higher. And then I have another card in hand that could make it even lower. So let's see. Which I'm definitely going to do, otherwise I just double fail there. Oh wait, I think it does. Should have played that before. Yeah, unfortunately I think I would have had to play this before. Instead, I'll use the Spirit Charm, which lets me up the result of a die roll by any counselor by 1, making that 1 success, and then I'll use a Mystic Energy to make the other one a 3 also, so that I get 2 crystals. Alright, I didn't realize that was going to do that because this is the card I was looking at. Alright, let's go ahead and do his, see what random 5 is a gold. Alright, so we do this one. It is a 9. I'm just going to go ahead and reduce a 1. So I need an 8 or higher. Got it. Get that last follower. Let's go ahead and do all the resources. This is a 4 or higher. I'm going to go ahead and use the ancient Atlas to make it a 3 or higher, which means I only get 1 gold. Oh, that is my gold. And then let's build. And I'm going to build the luminous beacon. So it takes 2 crystals and 2 gold. But now I can place someone there and gain 2 volunteers. Alright. So Explorer goes away. Pick up all my workers. We have to flood 1 tile. Since I have all my followers, I'm going to flood here. Go to the beginning. Get another mystic energy. Choose who the hologram's going to be, either the Guardian or the Mystic. Just realized I forgot to move this up. Think I'm going to take the Guardian, so we'll discard the Mystic. Alright, so let's place my guys to the side here. And let's just guarantee getting crystals. Let's do get a random resource. And let's do get 2 extra volunteers for the next turn. Alright, so the Guardian lets me put this somewhere to where if it floods, I can prevent the tile from flooding. And I want to start hitting that ore before those 2s go away. So I think I'm going to try to hit up all the ore quickly first. Alright, so let's go to the 4 misfortunes. Here we go. Earthquake. All target numbers are increased by 1. No. Well, anyways, so I have to remember earthquakes. So I'm actually going to put this here so I don't forget. And then cities, which is this. Okay with that since I don't have any followers right now. Or I have all my followers, I mean. Spur the cycle. What is that? Reshuffle the misfortune discard pile into the misfortune deck. The current player does not draw another misfortune. If Spur the cycle is discarded, reshuffle the misfortune discard pile into the misfortune deck. Okay, so I may have to, let's put that like that. Yeah, so it's going to spur the cycle before that happens. So I need to remember the earthquake, because that would go into the discard pile also. All right, so we do 1 more, which is mountains. So that would flood. Instead, I send him back here so that it does not flood. So now we get to place these 3 people. I remember my numbers are higher now. Go ahead and go there. I'm going to place 1 there. I think I'm just going to go with another card. Alright, let's do these actions. Get another card, so I draw 2. I discard 1 and keep 1. I have these 2 kind of my hand size still, and I still am holding on to this one. I'm going to keep the Cipher of Expertise. Discard the Secret of Greed. Let's go ahead and see what my wild resource is going to be. Our wild thing. A 4 means a steal. Let's go ahead and do this one and get my 2 volunteers. And what these are, from what I understand, is they're just one-time use workers. So we need 4 or higher on this because of the earthquakes. Use 2 mystic energy to get another one, but I just don't think I will. I'll just take the 1. Alright, then let's go ahead and turn that ore into 2 more steel. Let's go with this gold one, so it goes up from a 6 to a 7. The automaton makes that reduce down to a 5, so... Man, earthquake's gonna hurt. Let's do it. I'm assuming I can use multiple. So yeah, we're gonna do that and use the spirit charm to make that 2 successes to get 2 crystal. Alright. So we pick up all of our workers. Alright, we gotta flood 2 spots. Let's go ahead and flood here. It's getting a little scary now. Man, I think I'm gonna regret this, but we're gonna do that. I just don't see any reason to need that anymore. All right, and then that moves up. All right, then we take our mystic energy, and then here we go. All right, so it's the Artificer or the Guardian or the Artificer again. Or, well, the Guardian again or the Artificer. I'm going to take the Guardian again, though. Oh. All right, let's put my 3 to the side again. That way I know what I have to work with here. We need a lot of gold, so I'm going to start getting some gold. Of course, we're going to have a worker over here. Get the last of the ore I should need. And we'll go ahead and guarantee to get some steel this turn. Alright, let's do the misfortunes. So, the forests. The libraries. Oh man. Looks like the libraries pretty much stay the same all the way up. Just eventually end up nothing. Calm seas, that's good. And calm seas. Nice. Alright, so we'll just place these last 3. I am placing him on the numinous beacon. Do you want to build this turn? I think we just start going crazy and start building. Which one do you want to activate first? We might as well do this one first. So it has to be the leader. This gets me 2 volunteers, and then I'm going to use the Cipher of Expertise to activate that again to get 2 volunteers. Let's go ahead and see our random resource. 6, which is a crystal. Nice. Alright. So we're going to do the robot, or the automaton that makes these 2s or higher. Hopefully to get the last ore I need. Yep. Last 2 ore I should need. And then we're going to use one of those ores to get to my last 2 steel, or make it to where all I need is 1 more steel. Yep, we got a lot of golds here. Need 4 higher to get those golds. Actually, these are all 4s and higher, so just roll the dice twice. 4 higher gets me 2 gold. And then the other 4 higher. And I'll use the spirit charm to make that a 4, so that I get 2 more gold. Alright, I think I'm going to do the Mystic Siphon, which is 2 crystal and a gold. That allows me to send someone over there to get 2 more mystic energy. I'm going to do the 2 gold and add the Atlantium to do the secular Borg, which basically lets me unflood 1 flooded tile. So I'm going to take back one of the forests. I need to get this crystal this turn. Oh, and that's the other build. So, built 2 things. Now we pick up all my workers. Alright, so we got to flood 2 spots. I'm going to go ahead since... Well, we'll do 1 of each of these, since I don't think I need any ore anymore. Alright, so that moves up. Get my mystic energy for solo play. Oh my goodness, I can't pick up the top 2. So the Guardian goes to the discard pile. And now we have to choose from the Mystic or the Aquanaut. I'm going to choose the Aquanaut. So we'll place 1 there. I'm not put them on the side yet. We will place 1 there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it just says Atlanteans. It doesn't say it have to be followers. So I could place these Atlanteans after. So let's do that after. And that gives me what I want there. And go there. It makes it a 3 or higher to get the gold I need. I'm going to place the Aquanaut on this thing here. Yep, let's move to the misfortunes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. We go, yes, because I do want to do this no matter what. Alright. Forests. Oh, I meant to use those 4 to... Yep, too late now. Meant to use these 4 to put a barrier up, but I already revealed a card, so let's just hope it don't hit again. Oh my god. Just messed up my whole plan. Move all your Atlanteans there to the Mystic Power. I'll use the tethering anchor once per round. When a tile floods, you may move all your Atlanteans there to the Mystic Power source. Oh, that hurts. God, it'll really, really hurt if another forest comes down. Cities. So... Divine Fury. Advance the Wrath of the Gods track by 1 step. Doesn't say to flood it, just says advance it. Alright, so we advance it. Okay, let's place these guys. I want to build, which I very well may not be able to. guess we'll just try to get... Okay. Oh, let's just go ahead and get these. Since there's nothing else they can really do. Let's get my random. 5 is a gold. Let's get my 2 volunteers for the next turn. Oh, yeah. That's what I need to do. So 5, 1 is definitely real bad. We use that. Well, the 1 we know we ain't gonna do anything with the 1. And a 4. We use the Spirit Charm to take that to a 6, which is 1 success. Yeah, we'll use 2 of the Mystic Energy to make that a 6, to make it another success. I'll go ahead and play this, the Doctrine of Persistence. That's what I was hoping to do with all 6 that failed. Basically makes the 1 that failed stay there this turn. I'm just going to move these over here so I don't forget. Stay there this turn, and next turn, if he's still there, he automatically succeeds. So as long as that piece don't flood again. Yeah. Alright, so since the automaton's here, that makes it 3s or higher to get some gold here. Well, actually, before we do that, let's look at the top 2 cards. We're going to use her action. Well, it's draw 2 and keep 2, so I get both of these no matter what. This could help me with that crystal problem. So we'll put the elemental hammer into play. I'm just going to put it right here. And we'll play this. Okay, now let's roll these. It's 2 of them. I need 3s or higher to get some gold. Got 1. We'll just get 1 gold. Now he's got building to do. And as of my count right now, we just need 4 more crystals still, 2 more gold, and 1 more steel. Hardest one I see to build, which takes 2 Atlantium and 2 gold, and it's the matter converter. It lets me turn any resource into another resource. We might need that to finish out our crystals since that plan didn't work. I think we're going to go with this one. It's the Auger Turbine. It costs 2 steel and 1 crystal. And it lets me look at the top 3. I draw 3 misfortune cards, discard any number, return the rest to the top of the deck. So here's the 3 I drew. Calm Seas definitely going back to the top of the deck. Libraries will just flood over there. Each counselor loses 1 resource of their choice. I don't want that. So that's writing and looting's definitely getting discarded. I think I'm going to leave the libraries up there and just let that one flood again. Oh, I forgot I did her action. I'm just going to go ahead and flip this over again so I don't forget and move her back over here. Alright, I think that's both my build actions. Okay, let's, so these should go back up here to the Atlantean supply. These will come back to me. I'm going to go ahead and play Lore of Persuasion to give me 3 more volunteers. Oh, see, I almost forgot because he's going to automatically succeed. Alright, we got to flood 3 spots. Don't care about this. So we're going to take 2. We only need 1 more steel. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright. Get my free mystic energy. And let's hopefully not forget the portal this time. Alright, we drew Explorer and Priestess. I'm going to take the Explorer because we need to start making sure we get that crystal. We're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just cheaper to build the barrier. So I'm just going to put this here as the barrier. We know no matter what, I'm going to take the random resource. You know, no matter what, I want to make sure I have 2 more workers. And we have to make sure we build. Oh man, if I hit that one, it makes them go in the middle. It's going to suck for this, but along with the automaton and one other automaton and one other worker, then we're going to place 2 more workers. I'm going to leave this one turned to the side because we know that one automatically succeeds. Alright, those can be placed after. So what do I do with these? I still need gold. I think we need gold, so this is place in place. Yeah, because I can get the gold on that last turn. So we go to the misfortunes. Alright, calm seas. I want to see that because one of the things I'm building is going to let me shuffle those back in. Libraries. Cities. Alright, so since the cities would hit this, that means I have to flood 2 things. I'm going to flood 2 of the ones I don't need anymore at the moment. And then a calm seas. Alright. Let's place these last 3 guys. We know no more flooding can happen. I guess we can just go here. Yeah, why not? Let's just turn it into something I need, like a crystal or gold after we see what happens there. Alright. Because we're just trying to get the last of the resources we need. Okay. So we place them. And now we trigger everything and see what our random thing is. 2. Just an extra worker. Hopefully do something with it the last round. Okay. Get 2 more workers. Gain 2, 4 mystic energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. This automatically succeeds, which gives me a crystal. And then this makes it to where I just need 5s. He makes it to where I need 3s. I get 2 dice to get 3s or higher. Got them. So that's 2 of my crystals I needed. So I just need 1 more crystal. So as long as one of these can hit a 6 or close enough, that'd be all the crystals I need. There's a 5. I'll use the spirit charm to get the last crystal I need. Do I use these just to get another crystal that I can turn into something else? Nah. Alright, so that's all the crystal I should need. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait. How did I miscount that? 5, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I do need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I can always just turn that into the crystal if I don't get the gold I need here, so no reason to waste the thing on it. Alright, so we've already used that. I'll just remember I already used it. I'll put that there. Alright, here we go. I need 4s or higher for some gold. Got 1, which gives me 1 of the last golds I need. We'll turn this into the 1 crystal I need. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crystals. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 gold. I have 3. And then I need 1, 2, 3. Atlantium. So I need 1 more Atlantium, 1 more gold. Then I need these 2 to build the power core. So these are extra. That's all my extras. All right, let's build stuff. Let's go with this one first. I'm going to build the pressure keel, which is a crystal and a gold. And what that does, it has me shuffle all the calm seas back into the deck. 1, 2, I believe there's 4, 3, 4. Yep. 4 of the 9 back in the deck. And I don't know what the ratio the cards are in the deck. How many cities are in the discard pile? 2. I'm going to do the cognitive transfer. It is 1 of Atlantium, 1 gold, and 1 crystal. It lets me draw 3 library cards and distribute them amongst the counselors. Now I'm assuming with this one, since my hand size is 4, I couldn't play them immediately. Oh, no. It does say you can play them immediately so that you do not have to discard. Okay. Cool. So we got Librum of Unity. We have Puzzle of Production. And we have Glimpse the Future, or Glimpse the Truth. I can only keep 1, or I have to get rid of stuff over here. I mean, I'll get rid of the tethering anchor. Really, at this point, I don't think it's really going to help me too much. Well, let me reread these and make sure. I am going to go ahead and do this. I know how bad I needed crystals, but I'm going to go ahead and play this to discard a crystal to get 7 energy, mystic energy. So I do need another crystal again now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy. Yeah, I just don't think tethering anchor is really going to help me anymore. So we'll let go of the tethering anchor so that I can keep both of these cards in hand. All we have left to build is we need 2 more crystal to build the solar matrix, which will let us put a barrier up. And then we just got to be able to build the power core. Making sure I got everything I need for the power core. I'm just missing 1 Atlantium, and I'm missing 1 gold. And then I need 1 Atlantium, 1 gold, and 1 power crystal. So I turn that 1 into 7. And that allows me to basically win the game. Alright. Well, before we go to the Endure the Wrath of the Gods, we want to put up barriers. 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4. 4 puts up barriers. Pretty sure you can only have 1 barrier per... Yeah, because there's 6 barriers, 6 spots. I'm assuming you can only have 1 barrier per location. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I put the barriers. Well, we'll just do it. 4. To put a barrier here. Alright, then we go to the Wrath of the Gods. I have to flood 3 spots. I'm going to hit this one, which hits a barrier. Gonna hit this one, which hits a barrier. Oh, yeah, all my workers will be back. Oh, I gotta do 1 more flood. And I'm just gonna hit that one. Alright. Explorer goes bye-bye. And we gain Choice of the Scholar, which could be a random goodness, and an Emissary. So I think I'm gonna discard the Emissary. We're gonna draw a random unused artifact. It has to be the ones with the scrolls on the bottom. We draw 1 of those, and we get to use which is this one. Oh, basically an explosive dice. Interesting. These is where the explosive dice are. So I'm going to play Librum of Unity, which basically makes it to where I choose a wild peninsula, and it's like all these have an additional spot that can be placed on. So here, for every person that's with this one, for every 6 I roll, I get to get the resource and roll again. So we're definitely putting 3 workers there. We're going to go ahead and do puzzle of production. Basically, this makes it where this leader gets to do its action twice. Or no, its action 2 additional times. So that means it gets to roll its dice twice, so if it explodes. It means I can just throw these around. Yeah, I know I need to save this for the power core. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways to build another one here. Because I'm doing that, I'm going to make sure I get the 2 mystic energy back. Let's go ahead and just get another 2 mystic energy to throw into those rolls. We are golden, so like I said, there's extra space on each of these because of that card I played. And then I got these guys to place the build, and then the matter converter. I guess that's a little overboard, and let's make sure we have the build. I might need the power converter both times. It says the same peninsula, not the same space. This is all one peninsula, so I think these have the explosive dice also, so I should have the resource. So let's go on to the misfortunes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Mountains. Oh no. Calm seas. Hopefully one of the ones I shuffle back in. Hills. So that goes away. And hills. Good thing I did put that up. I would have sucked to flood that out. Like, no. All right. Anyways, here we go. Sure. Let's just get our 4 mystic energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure I have that one over there. Let's go with the dice. Oh. Well, before I had to place these guys. We're just going to make sure that we have the resources no matter what. Oh, I don't know why I was thinking that. Anyways, stupid. I don't need to convert all that. Anyways, here we go. Alright, so we're rolling for this guy and this guy. 5 or higher. Got one. So there's the gold. Now I just need... roll for this one and this one. Alright. That is a 6. So I get the resource. And then I get to roll that again. So I get the resource. And I get to roll that again. Alright. And then now, because of the card I played, the hologram gets to go twice because of that leader. Or do the action twice. There's a 5, so I get another gold. Now these need a 3 or higher because the automaton's here. 3, 3. Gold, gold. Alright, yeah. More than enough gold. Alright. Convert the gold to a crystal. Build. The solar matrix. Get to place a mystic barrier. I don't know if it makes you play through it or if it's just the second you succeed, you win. I should have looked at that, I guess. We're going to put that there. And then what do we need? 2 gold, 2 crystal, 2 mystic. Need an adamantium. I could use any resources it's Atlantium instead. I'm just going to go ahead and convert that to an Atlantium. Make it where we didn't need the elemental hammer. And then the power core. Power core. Oh, it actually had to be the leader here. I mean, yeah. Right. You may build one, you build last. Each counselor must use their leader to build. Anyways, there's the 2 Atlantium. There's the 2 mystic energy. I did forget to get my mystic energy for the turn. The 2 gold. 2 crystal. Build the power core. See if the game ends right there. Alright, I don't see anything. It just says you have to build all the components along with the power core, which we just built the power core. So alright, well, no, that was a lot better game than I expected it to be. This might be long, depends on how bad I cut it down, because since I was learning the game, it was my first time to play, and also learning to play solo. It was real cool. I liked it a lot. I'm not real big on co-op games. Of course, I played this solo, but I can actually see myself enjoying this even in co-op mode. And I know on Kickstarter right now, depending on when you're watching this, I know at the time of the filming of this that Kickstarter has the expansion up, and it has something that's called the Deluxe Components. So when I saw Deluxe Components, I was not expecting to see these. Maybe they're actually like just, because these are just like, you can tell, like just plastic. But no, that was really cool. Wow, I might load it up and do it again since I already have it out. Other than that, I'll go back through it, see if I missed anything. I hope you were able to learn along with me as I was doing stuff. I see a lot of variability because there was a lot of like other artifact or other components that you could build that could be in it. There's also, I guess, if you're not playing solo, what player power people have. Yeah, this was a cool one. I definitely will see. I can see myself playing this a lot more again. Well, thank you for joining me, and have a great day.